Well, Kelly, we've closed out Convening Leaders 15. First, I'd like to compliment Chicago. I think they did a marvelous job in supporting us. I love the events that they put together for both Sunday night and Tuesday. The host committee was terrific. The city itself really did a wonderful job. And your team did an incredible job. So let's talk a little bit about the education journey.
So this year we tried something new. We tried to create a journey for our attendees to follow so they get the maximum amount of their educational value coming to Convening Leaders. So we started with a really big picture general session and then a series of thought leaders in tracks such as globalization and meeting and experience design and technology. And then they were able to drill down the rest of the day in the afternoon to more peer-to-peer driven sessions, more concrete hands-on education, and we got some mixed reviews on it.
I know that there were a lot of people that really did enjoy the journey, but what do you think the others, what was the issue with the others, do you think?
I think that they may have missed out on some of the really high-level speakers that we had available because they may have been following one track. And, you know, in the past we've taken those really high-level thought leader sessions that used to be called our master series, and we'd spread them out throughout the program. And this year we put them all at the same time slot on Monday and Tuesday. So if you missed, you know, if you only attended one, you missed the other three, plus our business school, of course. So fortunately for our attendees who participate in Convening Leaders, they can see all of those folks on our Convening Leaders Rewind. So some of the great speakers that we had a lot of compliments on were people like Scott Stratton on marketing, Simone Ahuja, frugal innovation, Aaron Meyer, who spoke on globalization and culture, Matt Tenney, he had a great leadership story, and the 5 speakers to watch session that was new for the first time, where we had 5 speakers, 15 minutes each, and everyone seemed to really enjoy that.
So let's talk just a little bit about the Learning Lounge.
Yeah.
What did we learn this year about the Learning Lounge?
The big, huge takeaway was that we realize how much our attendees love this open space energy. What we did, I feel, in my opinion, is we scheduled too much at the same time in all of the sessions, and it caused a lot of sound bleed. So that made it difficult not only for the presenters to speak, but definitely for the attendees to hear and listen and focus. You know, hindsight being 2020, we probably should have spread it out a little bit more in terms of what's being scheduled where and when, but you know, throughout the year we had such great content coming to the table that was perfect for the Learning Lounge. So it was really all coming from a good place to give our attendees a lot of really great, robust content. But there were some sound issues.
We think this is a big idea. We think doing some research, phase 1 and 2 research on what's available out there as far as sound is concerned to contain sound, and let's put a list together of the type of products that exist today, and then let's find out going forward in phase 2, should we be working with an organization or a company that can build this sound barriers for open space learning that's specific for open space learning? And so I think we've got a great takeaway, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to showcase this in Vancouver.
I couldn't agree with you more, because I don't think this type of learning is going away for any organization, and we really need to get our arms around how to make it optimal for everyone.
So let's talk just a teeny bit about Tech Central, because it was our second year with Tech Central. So what worked?
Well, obviously people are hungry for technology information. We could not keep folks out of that space. We probably could have made each space 3 times larger. So definitely we need to really make sure we understand the scope and scale of what kind of technology education that our attendees want. Then the demos. I think people appreciate being able to touch and feel demos without that trade show environment, which I thought was a great thing for everyone involved.
I want to address the food issue for a minute, because we did run into a few challenges with some of our food and beverage. And I've had lengthy conversations with SMG and Savor, and in the spirit of PCMA, they too tried some innovations and took some risks. Some of those paid off, and some of those, just like we experience, don't work to the degree that we would hope that they would work. So we've learned a little bit from that, and I know that they've learned a great deal from that, and I think you're going to see some very different opportunities going forward, both at our education conference and at next year's Convening Leaders.
Yes.
So let's talk about the overall energy of the event.
I thought people were energized. You know, being the first meeting of the year, we want people to be excited about being there. And I loved the energy in the PCMA Park, where everybody kind of knew that that's where you could go meet someone. I thought the Choose Chicago welcome with the bagpipers and the children's choir, that just really set the tone for the meeting. I don't know, what did you think?
It was high energy, and I watched the energy build through the week, which is so exciting to me. When people leave and they're smiling and you can see their confidence, I want to get to my office and start the year. That to me is the reward of Convening Leaders. I think it was a major success, and I'm very excited about beginning the planning process already, beginning next week, for Convening Leaders 16. It's amazing. So, Kelly, in conclusion, some of the things that we're going to carry over to Convening Leaders 16 will be the education journey. Some of our members thoroughly enjoyed the education journey, and we want to provide that, but we also want to provide other options for members that might not have gone on the journey, so to speak. We're going to have Tech Central. Tech Central was a home run. They loved it, and we're just going to have to improve upon that or maybe add some additional demos. The Learning Lounge was a success. The hearing issues were not, so we're going to work on those and deliver something that is a much better product next year,
Yes.
but people enjoyed the open space learning. So we're not going to give up on that. What other things come to mind that we're going to carry over?
Well, you know, obviously food and beverage, we're going to continue to work on that and improve on that and make it a much more impactful experience for our attendees. So that's really important, very high up on the list. And then I think just finding ways to create community for our attendees, because that's really what they're there for. They want to be together, they want to find others like themselves and learn to start off their year. So I'm excited about it.
And again, the energy is the exciting part. I can't thank you and your team enough. I think you did a magnificent job. I'm very happy about Convening Leaders 15, very proud of the city of Chicago. I thought they showed off beautifully. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Deborah.